Good afternoon. My name is Alex Hanna. I'm the athletic director at Bluffton High School. This is our 2023 Spring Sport Player Parent Meeting. Obviously, we're doing this online. This coming Monday, February 20th, our high school track team, high school and junior high baseball teams, and high school and junior high softball teams will begin practice. They will officially start practice. Our high school track team will meet in the middle school gym. That's coached by Coach Diller, and they'll meet right after school at 3:15 or 3:30. Our high school baseball team, coached by Coach Kasey Krendl, they'll meet in the middle school at 5 p.m. on Monday the 20th. Our junior high baseball team, coached by Matt High, will meet in the middle school gym at 6:30 p.m. on Monday. Our high school softball team, coached by Brad Prater, will practice in the wrestling room at 6 p.m. on Monday, February 20th. And then our junior high softball team, coached by Emily Buss, they'll meet in the wrestling room at 7:30 on Monday, February 20th. Our boys tennis team, coached by Dave Roby, they will begin practice Monday, March 6th. They'll meet at the tennis courts or in the elementary gym, depending on the weather. Our junior high track team, coached by Keri McCoy, they will meet in the middle school gym on March 13th, right after school, so they have a little bit of time. Picture day, everybody's favorite day, particularly mine, will be on March 17th, and that schedule, the schedule of pictures will be coming. We're tentatively planning on just having everybody take their pictures in the high school gym right now, but then when will be more to come. All those coaches that I just mentioned, they'll be in touch one way or another to give you individual sport-specific policy guidelines as well as calendars. Now, before any kid is allowed to officially start practice and participate in practice, they have to have everything uploaded and signed on final form. So if you have no idea what I'm talking about, call the high school office, 419-358-7941. Contact Alex Hanna, that's me, or shoot me an email, hannah@blufftonschools.org. That's HANNA@blufftonschools.org, and I can answer some of those questions about final forms. For some of the sports, we are still building schedules. We've run into some obstacles, one or two obstacles here and there to kind of get a complete schedule. The biggest obstacle has been me. I've been having a hard time getting some of those things scheduled, so we're still working on that. So some of the schedules that you see online or that coaches have been handing out are incomplete. We're still building stuff. If you want to have an idea of the schedules right now, you can go to the school's website. You can find athletics, drop down to schedules, and then you can use the filters to determine what schedule for which sport, or see the schedules for each sport. Keep in mind that those schedules that you're going to see and you're going to hear and you're going to get, those are subject to change. There's a strong chance that we will cancel games or postpone games due to weather issues. We'll then reschedule or add games entirely. That can be an issue. If you want to be up to date on those, you can sign up for the Send It Alert system. So if you go to the school's website, blufftonschools.org, go to Parents, drop down to Send It Alerts. You can sign up for the alerts. We'll put out schedule changes and updates on that alert system. I'll also post stuff on Facebook, on Instagram, as well as Twitter. It would be important if you have an athlete playing a sport to communicate with the coach and figure out their communication policies regarding schedule changes. They'll know as much as I will. A couple housekeeping items. Athletes need to be at school by 10:30 every day if they want to compete or if they want to practice that night. There are some exceptions for doctor's appointments, funerals, stuff like that. So if those things come up, you can communicate, and then your son or daughter can still practice that particular day. Academic eligibility is determined by quarter grades, 9-week grades. So each athlete, we're going from the third to the fourth quarter here this spring, so athletes must have a GPA higher than 1.0, be passing 5 credits, and they can't fail more than one class. Chris Lace is our trainer. Many of you know him or have gotten to know him through the fall and the winter. If your son or daughter is injured in any way, communicate with Chris, figure out what the issue is. He'll be able to help. If it's an emergency, take him to an emergency room. Please do not call Chris and say, hey, we're having a serious issue. He's going to direct you to the hospital, cut out the middleman, go right away to the hospital. If they sprained ankle, something along those lines, or if your son or daughter is injured in any way, communicate with Chris. He can help out. Also, keep in mind that participating in sports is a privilege. It's not a right. Progress is different from kid to kid, athlete to athlete, person to person, and comparison is the thief of joy. Kids, parents, we just want kids to get better every day. The goal of sports is winning. It's not the purpose. We want kids to learn self-discipline, work ethic, accountability, responsibility, dependability, sustainability. Those are things that we want kids to learn through their course of time coming through here. Again, comparing yourself to another athlete and where they are in their progress is just going to make you feel worse, or could make you feel worse, or make you feel better, which is unmerited. You should be using yourself as a gauge. What I did today, I want to get better tomorrow. What I did tomorrow, I want to get better the next day. So keep that in mind as you continue this process. Playing time is going to be different for each kid depending on where they are in the process. It's not personal. Coaches are trying to win. They're trying to put put kids in the best position to win. That may not include everybody, but if you have questions or concerns, we encourage the athlete to reach out to coaches. Communicate the right way. Parents, if something sounds fishy or you're not comfortable with something that was said or done during a game, please reach out to the coach and talk to him. What is said and what is translated and what is heard by you from the coach through your son or daughter isn't always the same thing. So keep that in mind when you hear or see something. If it doesn't sound right, reach out to the coach, get to the bottom of it. Please understand also that there are difficult people in this world. Learning how to interact with those difficult people, learning how to impact those difficult people, and learning how to influence those difficult people, not to mention just have conversations with difficult people, is a benefit that I think high school sports and education at large can help kids with. I know I have trouble with it. Everybody has trouble with it. And learning how to deal with those difficult people through the course of sports can only benefit kids. Allowing kids to deal with those difficult people and how to interact with them, like I said, and communicate with them, influence those people, impact those people are good lessons to learn in life. Then finally, speaking of difficult people, officials. In case you don't know, by we, I mean Ohio, is in an official shortage. Fewer and fewer people want to be officials. If we have officials come here and they're not as good as you think they are, that doesn't mean they're not learning, and it doesn't mean that they are evil, terrible people. They're just learning. And they're learning like kids are learning. They're like everybody's learning. They're trying to figure it out. Helping them understand, or just giving some no feedback as opposed to accusing them of intentionally trying to ruin your kid's life is not going to be helpful. If you are interested in officiating, please reach out. Please. Not only will you get paid to watch your son or daughter play, you will also help other kids. So keep that in mind as we progress. These people are not the devil. They are not evil. They're here to help. They are getting a relatively small paycheck for their role in interscholastic athletics. And unfortunately for that, there are fewer and fewer of them. And before long, we're not going to have any, which is going to have a dramatic impact on interscholastic athletics. If you have any questions or concerns, you can shoot me an email, Hannah A, HANNAA at blufftonschools.org, or call the high school office, 419-358-7941. Again, my name is Alex Hannah, and this is the required OHSAA player-parent contact meeting. Thank you.